So I have a confession. I'm not proud of it. See that? Take a good long look. My brother loaned that to me about 4 months ago, and I forgot to give it back to him. So don't be an ass like me. If someone borrows you tools, make sure you return it. I'm ashamed of myself. So, confession. I did not car camp last night. It was freaking freezing. It was like 26 degrees. And despite not wanting to have to drive back to Kalispell, just about an hour and a half away from Libby, where the bus is, I did. And then I came back this morning, bright and early, to get these floors knocked out. You are my friend, little heater. Alright guys, here's an update. So yesterday we came and got all the rubber out of the floor, all the metal that's off the bottom. So basically all that was left was plywood. So it took me about 4 hours, and that's one of the things I think a lot of people, when they do these school bus conversions, they wonder how long it's going to take, how much time it's going to take. It's an undertaking. It does take quite a long time, so if you plan on doing something like this, plan on 3 to 6 months of working on it, depending on how intricate you get and those kinds of things. The initial demolition side of it actually goes relatively quickly. So we had about 4.5 or 5 hours yesterday into tearing out the rubber and all the metal, getting it down just to where the plywood is. And then today we're going to go ahead and take out all the plywood and see how far we get with that. One of the things I kind of touched on it yesterday, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit more today, is I have all of this metal, and this is all aluminum that you can take into your local recycling place and get money for. This is mostly aluminum. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up into small pieces, and those are the bus seats, and I'm going to cut that up into small pieces so that I can get it into my car as well. All of this, it's not a lot. You probably get $20 for it, but you don't have to just throw it away. And most recycling centers, you take it to there, they weigh it, and it's super, super quick. Should be a good day.
Stranger's way of loving someone, and it feels like it's all over before it has begun. Oh, but when we do collide, we're playing no games. Don't you know that kind of love must go down in flames? We should really leave this one alone, but it keeps coming back, coming back, coming back. 2 hours on the floor, bandit on the store.
Also, just as a warning, I'm not sure how safe it is to grind hot metal onto plywood that's got dust and dirt and all that fun stuff, so please be warned and be safe, and always wear eye protection and hearing protection, which I don't have, which I am going to buy when I go, because that grinder gets freaking loud. I always love coming to Ace. Been here like 2 minutes, and they've asked me like 9 times if I need any help or if I can find anything. So if you can spend your money locally, do it. On a side note, don't skimp on your masks. These ones were imported all the way from Australia. And by imported, I mean I bought them when I was there like a year ago. So one of the things I'm doing right now is I'm taking out these rub rails. As you can see, we took them out on this other side all along. Took off the attachment there. Took them off all along down there. What I have noticed, just maybe one of the unfortunate parts, is there's a lot of silicone that's missing from underneath of the window. As you can see, These things are just seeping with water. And it's not because the windows are leaking up here, it's because they're leaking down here. A lot of moisture is kind of built up right there, but it's all because the silicone is all bad. So before we get the floors out, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just get all the stuff cleaned up so that I can make a dump run while I go to lunch. So it doesn't look like Libby actually has a recycle center that you can turn stuff in for money, which is fine. Really all I wanted to do was just get everything out of the bus so that I could make sure it was clean and then get that floor out of there. So I'm here at the landfill, as you can see behind me, where they take all of your refrigerators and old appliances and things like that. They throw them in this big pile, and then they come and they scoop it up with big front end loaders a couple times a year, cube it up, and then take it off to recycling. Finally to that point. Hopefully this goes pretty quickly, but as you can see behind me here, the bus is finally cleaned out. This side seems to have a little bit more moisture than the other. When I bought the bus, like I said, some of the windows were open, and I just wonder if this moisture is long-term moisture or if it's moisture that's just came in because of all the snow and everything's melting. It's my trusty tripod. Because I'm ghetto, I connect my selfie stick to that, and then I use this Ace bandage and wrap it around because that seems like a good thing to do. Super easy, didn't cost me any money. Why not? That wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, but the rest of them are sure to be worse, I guarantee it.
And here is one for the road. Nobody cares and everyone's on the run. Run, run to clear your mind. I know it's all there is to be. Slowly erase your destiny, and you will be just fine.
Wood floor is out. Took all of about, I don't know, I'd say an hour and a half, maybe an hour. Not very long at all. One thing I am super pumped about is this bus is a 1993. So you think about how much water, moisture, salt, throw up, all of the things that have occurred in this bus since 1993. And that's all the rust in the whole entire thing. Almost none. I mean, there's some, but a lot of it's just surface rust. There's a couple of places like that the mixture between wood and dirt and rust. But for the most part, I mean, this thing is in great shape. The next time I come, what we're going to do is we're going to knock out all of these side rails and get them off. It's nice because they're all just screwed in, which makes it super easy. Also, you'll notice that where I ripped up the plywood, there's nails or screws. As you can see, a majority of them are screws, which is freaking awesome because I tried to pull a nail out with that pry bar earlier and about shook my arm off after it broke loose. It was like, hey everybody, I wanted to just say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for participating in some of the comments. Getting this thing going is it's a little bit of a process, and I really appreciate everyone who's sent me messages and emailed me and just shared some love. That's awesome. So if you like this video, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Yaak Bus. Follow us on Instagram at Yaak Bus. Or you can check us out, all our videos out here on YouTube. But until next time, have a great day.